What's the difference between change management and project management? That's one of the things we're going to be diving into today. You know, my students in our courses as part of ACE the HR exam have been asking this question. They're struggling with the difference between project management versus change management processes. Can you have a project in a change management process? What about vice versa? My name is Jessica Miller-Merrill. I'm the founder of Workology and the creator of the ACE the HR exam. We are talking in this video short series the difference between project management and change management. What are they? How do they work? And what's important for you to know in order to ace your HRCI and SHRM certification exams. Project management is a methodology. It's the use of tools and skills and programs to put a project from the beginning to end. There's normally 5 steps in your project management process. That's initiating, planning, monitoring, controlling, and closing. Now, these normally work in the order from initiating all the way to close. And you want to make sure that you have constant communication and ongoing conversations to keep everyone on the same page. Normally, a project is going to have at least 2 and upwards to hundreds of people involved, which is why that communication and organization is essential to be able to move your project along. Let's think about some different kinds of projects that you might be involved in as an HR professional. That might be the launch of an employee annual survey or a new technology implementation. The topics and projects are endless. In fact, you're probably working on 4 to 6 projects right now. And we all have different roles throughout the project management process. Sometimes you're the project manager, and other times you're a player within the project. But keep in mind that the project management process is the same regardless of what your role is. As HR professionals, we deal with change in the change management process, I think, really in everything that we do. Unfortunately, not everyone feels maybe the same way about change that you and I do. Employees and individuals work through different phases of acceptance when it comes to change. So you might have some really great programs popping and hopping at your organization, but you need to understand that you've been thinking and talking about this change that's going to be happening. So you've worked yourself through the process, but others haven't necessarily done the same. So individuals need to work through their own change acceptance process from resistance to neutral to acceptance, which is why communication, ongoing communication, reinforced communication is so important to help your employees work through all the changes that are happening in your organization. And that's leaders too. Sometimes leaders are really resistant and they stay stuck in change resistance. We need to help them move forward, and we can do that by having conversations, talking about the return on the investment, the importance of change, and what it is going to do to help bring the organization forward. I think we all can agree that one of the challenges with any type of change is the people. People are resistant to change, and we need to move them from resistance to acceptance. Now, McKinsey & Company has some ideas on how to make that happen. The first thing is a shared vision, making sure people understand we're all in this together. This is going to move the organization forward, creating a camaraderie and a culture of change. Next is having systems of reinforcement in place. This means training and communication, all the things to help remind people and help them move them through the change acceptance process. Having that communication is going to make it so much easier. We can answer questions. We can put stress to rest by talking about what it's going to be like for them in the future vision once this change takes place. One more change management model I want to draw your attention to that might be on your HR certification exam is Kurt Lewin's change model. Now, it's similar to what I described above, where you have resistance, acceptance, and the neutral kind of in between. This is called unfreezing, freezing, and refreezing. Same process applies where you're moving people through change. They're resistant, which is that unfreezing piece. Freezing is when they are starting to kind of be a little bit neutral about their change. There isn't so much resistance taking place. And then lastly, the unfreezing piece. The change has happened, they've accepted that change, and they're happy with it, hopefully, or tolerable with the change that's taken place. My name is Jessica Miller-Merrill. I'm the founder of Workology and the ACE, the HR certification exam. We have just walked through change management processes and project management processes, giving you information to help you ACE your HR certification exam. If you're interested in learning more about our courses and classes, you can go to learn.workology.com. I hope to see you next time.